And first of all, I want to mention we are celebrating our 25th year anniversary, but we are also celebrating our first year of being nonprofit. And we've made it through. We've made it through. But prior to that, there was a few bumps in the road, and we didn't know if this program was going to continue. And thanks to the council members and thanks to our councilman, Jason Holloman, they were able to work out to where we would become a part of the Community Ed Commission and under the Community Education Program. And the young lady who we were, I won't say answer to, she's just a sweetheart and really pulled us out when we needed it. Lavette Curry, she is the Executive Director of the Community Education Program. And 2 years ago, we worked with a consultant to find out what it would take to become a nonprofit. And we made it. We have her staff in here who helped us, Philip Stockline. Where's Lauren Zimmerman? And those folks have been very instrumental in helping us. Let me go down the line here. I want to say, where's Judge William Bill Higgins, the dancer? Come up here, Judge Higgins. Now you can. I'm trying to think here. Let's see. You got something on him now. He can dance. He can buck dance. Bill, would you like to say a few things? We're just honored to have you in here this morning, and we hope that you see how vital this program is for the seniors.
Thank you, Miss Judy, and I've seen it all along. And let's give it up for Miss Judy. And I'm once honored to be here. And I want to say this, gentleman we all love so much and be here was able is Senator Douglas Henry. And I believe we got a guy back there that might follow in his footsteps. Councilman? Okay.
Senator Henry made it in, but he got as far as the threshold and talked to a few people and left. So here's the young Mr. Jason, and I always say that he looks like, who is it on the Little Rascals? The Little Rascals, to me he looks like...
the good looking one.
Yeah, he still looks like he's 15 instead of 25. So.
I wish I was 25. I'll be 40 next month. Yeah. Thank you. For any of you that don't know, I'm Jason Holloman. I've been your councilman here in the Sylvan Park area and served a lot of West Nashville for the last 6 years. I've worked closely with Judy over the years. There have been some challenges with community education and with Senior Renaissance, but we've gotten to the other side of them and worked with Lavette Curry to make this a thriving, continuing program that all of us here in the community can enjoy, that brings life to the community, life to Cohn School, and connects our schools to our seniors and to our neighborhood. And I've been happy to be a part of that. As Judy said, my friend, my hero, Senator Douglas Henry, is retiring at the end of this next session, and I do plan to run for his seat next August in the Democratic primary. This Senate seat includes most of West Nashville, the Nation, Sylvan Park, Cherokee Park, Richland, all of that area is included out to Hillwood, White Bridge Road area. So if you can help me, I can use phone callers, I can use door knockers, I can use all of that, and I'd love to work with you in that capacity next year and on into the future. So congratulations to a 25th anniversary. It was worth it to see Judge Higgins outdance everybody on the dance floor. I'm glad I came. So thank you, Jimmy.
I want to mention we have two bands who entertain us each month. Second Tuesday, third Wednesday, fourth Thursday. Mary Ann's Pure Country Band is the second Tuesday and fourth Thursday. Mary Ann, let's give it up for Mary Ann. All right, today is Jim Milligan's Jim and Friends, and Jim leans more towards bluegrass, but over the years, many of his band members have passed on. So the two bands, they play when each other plays on those days. So as I said, they're great musicians, and they volunteer their time to make us happy. I'm looking through here. I'm trying to make sure I recognize everybody, and I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Does anybody remember Ralph Cohn? You remember Ralph Cohn? Ralph Cohn had this dream, and he blazed the trail, but Jim Polk made it happen for years. And Jim called in this morning. His wife's brother-in-law passed away, and they are having to pack and leave to go to Florida. So he gave his regrets that he couldn't be here today. But Mr. Polk, he was, I had the pleasure of working with him for about 7 or 8 years, and I never could call him Jim. And I still can't call him Jim. I always say, for some reason, Mr. Polk. And that's not taking anything out of our other folks. Let me mention here, I'm swinging backwards and forth. I'm seeing we have our board members, and some folks have to leave. We have Bernard Pickney. Where are you, Bernard? Bernard Pickney, come up here, board members. Bernard Pickney is our president. And we are so fortunate to have Bernard. He's retired from the state CPA, you may correct me. Bernard handles all of our state, our metro, our IRS paperwork and everything. So we're fortunate to have him in here. Judy Hargrove, where are you, Judy? Judy Hargrove is our treasurer. Judy retired from Metro Social Services several years ago, and she, for years, worked down at the Richland Village, down on Wyoming and 51st. And during those 23 years, was it, Judy, that you worked down there?
Well, 27.
27. Well, she had a chance to become a part of this community and to see how important Cohn School, the Adult Learning Center, and the senior program was. And she knew Mr. Polk. So after her retirement, she became involved in the oil painting classes, the ballroom dance classes, and then I approached her one day and told her what we were getting ready to do, and I asked her, I said, would you consider being a board member? And she did, and it's been wonderful, and we appreciate Judy. We also have Randy Holdridge. He's one of our seniors. Randy? Stand up, Randy, let everybody. And for those of you who had a chance to park in the courtyard, we have a sign that is out there for the Spring Fest and the Fall Fest, but we recycle it. And when you leave today, notice the beautiful work that Randy did announcing our 25th year anniversary. We have Carl Hasty, a board member. Where's Carl? Mr. Carl has been in, architect, construction. I've known Carl probably since 1977 when I worked with him in the Alumni Association. And again, he is Arden Arrington's brother-in-law, and I approached him about becoming a board member. So thank you, Carl, for coming to our aid and being a part of our program. Hazel Burnett, where's Hazel? Hazel Burnett, where are you? Oh, yeah, okay. Hazel Burnett has been involved in this program for a long time, has been a president, a vice president, and a president again. But her love for the program, and we appreciate her support. And of course, Jim Polk couldn't be here today. And Pat Williams. Pat Williams in the back. Pat Williams lives over on Elkins. She's always come to our Spring Fest and Fall Fest, and I believe her daughter, wasn't your daughter a teacher at somebody, didn't you work with something over at the Sylvan Park for the spaghetti dinner or something? Some way or another, Pat and I ran into each other throughout the years, and then lo and behold, I called her at a weak moment one day, and she agreed to become a board member. So we have a wonderful group for the board members. So let's give them another hand. Okay, I'm seeing Wendy Curlin. Where was Wendy? Did she walk in the door? I saw her walk in. All right, Adriana. And Adriana, I had a difficult time even saying the first name, much less the last name. But Adriana is with the Homework Hotline. They support us. Their program is wonderful. You see it advertised on TV all the time. It's even in the paper. Homework Hotline is a great program. Let's see here. Regents Bank, the man who holds our money. And when Mr. Andy stands up, Andy, come up here. I like to stand next to Andy. Andy Irvine. And the new worker Stacia. Stacia is going to be working in Regents. But I've had the pleasure of working with Andy since for almost a year now. And Bernard and I, we have been up there for, Bernard's met with him. We've had some things that need to be notarized, but we just appreciate your support. And I know you appreciate we putting some money in up there. Would you like to say something?
I wasn't prepared to talk, so thank you guys all for inviting me. I know every time I come out here, you guys are very gracious to me, so I appreciate it. And your money's still there. Haven't taken any of it yet, so I'll try to leave as much as possible for you guys.
Thank you. All right. Kiwanis Club, Robert Norland. Mr. Norland, where are you? In the back, green. Come up here, Mr. Norland. I have to tell you this short story, and I promise you I'll be through in 5 minutes. This is important that you hear these things today, because it's not every day that you celebrate a 25th anniversary. But going back to Ralph Cohn, Ralph was a member of the Kiwanis Club. He was president and probably held other offices. Some way, somehow, he was responsible for the Kiwanis Club annually donating $500 for the Senior Renaissance Program. And this past October, when Mr. Norland came in for our pancake breakfast, he graciously gave us a check, and I was so excited, I graciously took the check. and he invited me to the next meeting. And so I attend this meeting. And I believe Doris Hendricks, is she the treasurer or the secretary? Well, anyway, I'm seated there and I'm eating, and all of a sudden Doris stops and she says, "Well, Judy, what are you coming to ask us for today?" And I said, "I'm not coming to ask you for anything. I just want to convey the appreciation of the seniors and myself for your support and the contribution." Well, the next thing I know, there's an application slid in front of me, and I've signed my name, and I've become a member of the Kiwanis Club. It is a great program, and it also good connections for the Senior Renaissance Center, as well as my being able to provide some connections for them. Mr. Norland, would you just say a few?
Thank you very much. I'm very glad to come and see what good work you and Judy are doing here, and we're so pleased to be able to support that. We've been doing it for quite a few years now. Look forward to doing it for many more. Thank you. I also want to say I appreciate the efforts that Judy is bringing to our club. She's a big help.
Let's see, I don't want to leave out anybody here. I'm looking at my... All right, special guest. Yes.
Sorry, but we have 4 cars that's going to have to be moved here. Some trucks.
They're going to put what?
4 cars. The last 4 cars out here have to be moved.
Okay, when they going to tow them?
A big truck is coming.
Oh, a truck is coming in? Okay. All right, okay, we'll do that. Carl, are you bringing those flowers to me?
Yeah, don't ask no more.
Anyway, I'm trying to think, I want to make sure that I do not forget. Oh, I am getting ready to make a huge mistake without mentioning the committees who did the decorating. Where's Joyce? Joyce Gatlin. Joyce Gatlin and Dot Mangrum. And then is that Miss Jennifer back there? Jennifer Hamlin. Come up here, Jennifer. Jennifer Hamlin was with Senior Solutions. And for the Spring Fest, Senior Solutions and Jennifer, they donated this humongous basket. It was movie night. And it had 6 or 7 movies in it. It had a popcorn popper, popcorn. It had candy in it. It had the popcorn itself. It had a blanket if you wanted to curl up on the end of the couch. And then she was here again when we had our health screening. And we're just grateful for your support. You want to say a little something?
Well, this location is definitely one of the hidden gems in our community, and anything that Senior Solutions at Home can do to help it keep going, we want to be a part of it. We think everything that this lady does here and helping everything, so we're just happy to be here and do what we can, and I'll let you have that back.
All right. As I'm seeing folks come in, I know you. Oh, I must say this, Emily. Emily, come up here real quick. Emily. I promise you. Emily Tan. Emily Tan is the young lady who leads our exercise program from AmeriCourse, which is based from the Vanderbilt Coalition of Aging. So we have lots of folks who support us. And Miss Emily is here on Thursdays, every Thursday, with the exception of the fourth Thursday, and that's a music day. And we recently, the Cohn site, we won a contest, and we were, how many groups were involved?
We're involved with over 15 towers in Nashville community, and Cohn recorded the most hours. I believe it was over 20 hours total, and we had 15 participants, and y'all won a food party, and it's my favorite, don't tell anybody else. This is my favorite group.
Each person had a form that they filled out during the month of February, and it was how many minutes they did whatever. And we did win, and we have again the exercise class. We have fun, but we get the job done. Also want to make mention, and the exercise class is tomorrow. Be here at 9:30. Also, we have nutrition talk with Mary Wakefield from TSU. I want to mention Jim Matheson. He is the smoothest ballroom dancer that you could find. And he'll be in here today at noon. The summer class, there were not that many, but he has the folks who he can teach himself. And it's women, no men this time. So I'm trying to touch base. Anybody else from classes that I haven't recognized? I'm getting back again. Our flea market country store, that has been revamped. Vicki Steinbach has done a wonderful job along with Senior Moment. Corrine Dunn, Francis Gasser, Hazel Burnett, and a lot of the other seniors. We have, the selection is great, it's very inviting, and we check out the oldies but goodies boutique over in the corner. And I guarantee you'll find some good buys. We used to have a senior who would come in here on music day, and I commented one time about the sweater she had on, and she says, well, I got that from my dealer's rack over here at the Renaissance Center. So we have lots of buys, lots of goodies. If you got the program, our next big fundraiser is Christmas in July, beginning July the 8th through the 31st. Our Fall Fest Pancake Breakfast, projected date October the 19th. We have a Christmas Bazaar taking place in November. There's just a lot going on. And we raise money, but we have a good time doing it. And we could not survive without your support coming in here daily and on special events. Let's give all of our celebrities, I know they have to leave, But let's give everybody a big hand, particularly Jason and, now they're walking out together, so we gotta make sure that they go back to work. Don't we'll see you down on Centennial Boulevard. Thanks again. Are y'all ready for a second? Have I forgotten anybody? If I have, please,